Well, good afternoon, Miami-Dade. I want to begin first by thanking a number of the people that I've had the pleasure to work with in the past, and I was so pleased to see a few of them here today. Dr. Moore Garcia, thank you so much for having me. Chair Helen Aguirre Ferrer, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see you. Danny Diaz-Leyva. This is really kind of like a homecoming. And thank you, Dr. Padron, for inviting me to address and congratulate Miami-Dade College's class of 2016. Please give yourselves another round of applause. You deserve it. You've earned it today. We're very proud of you. And by the way, thanks, Anna, for that wonderful introduction. You read it exactly the way I wrote it, so that was perfect, Anna, perfect. As Anna said, our organization represents 4.1 million Hispanic-owned businesses in this country that collectively contribute over $661 billion to the American economy every year. But while the USHCC represents the interests of businessmen and women who happen to be of Hispanic descent, we never forget that we are first and foremost American businesses. And every tax bill we pay, every job we create, every product we manufacture, and every single service we provide goes to benefit our American economy. And that's why the USHCC exists, to expand opportunities for emerging entrepreneurs, aspiring business leaders, and all of you, the next generation of successful professionals who will soon discover a world of boundless possibility. However, in today's increasingly competitive world, organizations like ours cannot open doors of opportunity for your generation unless our schools place a first-class education within reach. And by all measure, Miami-Dade College has faithfully delivered on that commitment. I think it deserves a round of applause. Today, Miami-Dade is not only illustrative of our changing times, it is an agent of change itself. As the nation's largest institution of higher education, Miami-Dade is home to over 165,000 students from over 190 different countries. With that diversity, I believe that education is the ultimate equalizer. And today, all of you have taken an important step in creating the foundation for your future. What you've learned here has prepared you for the adversities and adventures that exist beyond the halls of this university. You have the power. You have the power to defy expectations and prove to the world that today's millennials are tomorrow's greatest generation. You are a living embodiment of what the future of this nation is all about. You've all accomplished something remarkable despite insurmountable odds, and you've done it together as sharks. So no matter what comes next, after today, you will always be part of Miami-Dade College, and it will always be part of you. And as I look around this room, I see ambitious faces. I see hope. I see a future that shines brightly in the eyes of tomorrow's leaders. And speaking of leaders, I have to admit that when I looked at some of the prior speakers that have spoken throughout your network and here at this school, people's names like President Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, Vice President Gore, Joe Biden, Mikhail Gorbachev, Bill Gates, King Felipe of Spain, and so on. I got to tell you, I got a little worried because I didn't want to show them up too badly. I got to work with these people. I got to go back and work with all of them. Seriously, I was a bit intimidated. You see, I am not a U.S. president. I'm no billionaire, and I certainly am not a king. I have nothing in common with your former speakers. I am not one of them, but I am one of you. In fact, it's hard to believe that I'm standing here before you, given my own background. You see, like many of you, I too came from very humble beginnings. And as it was said earlier, I was raised in South Texas, the youngest of 10 children. My father left when I was 6 years old. So along with my mother and 9 siblings, for some time we earned our living as migrant farm workers. We picked crops by hand, tending the field. We picked crops by hand, tending the field from sunrise to sunset, and going home to a one-room shack with no running water, a small butane stove as a kitchen, and an outhouse for a bathroom. I never imagined growing up as I did, as a son of immigrants, learning English as a second language, a former high school dropout who eventually graduated from the University of Texas. Go Longhorns, that's the last time I'll do it, I promise. I never imagined that I would find myself here on this stage addressing the graduates of this amazing institution. So I am truly humbled to be part of this very special day. And as I'm sure the world around you has helped shape your outlook, the experiences that define my life have taught me some important lessons. So today I'd like to share 3 of those lessons with you. Lesson number 1, find your calling. After more than half a century of living and 2 decades as an executive in corporate America, oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm joined today by my wonderful wife of 32 years, Rebecca Palomares. Becky, please stand up. So as I was saying, after 2 decades in corporate America, my friends and family, especially my wife, thought that I would retire and enjoy the fruits of my labor. But I had other thoughts that can best be summed up as follows: if I'm not dead yet, then I'm not done yet. Right? Am I right? So I went to her and I said, to retire is to expire. And she looked at me, and I can't repeat what she said, but I can tell you that if looks could kill, I would be a dead man right now. Fortunately, after some discussion, she agreed. So I began the second chapter of my life and my journey at the USHCC. And I've never looked back. I have never felt more enthused about my community, my country, my career, or my calling. So, what is your calling? Now, for some, this is a lifelong pursuit. Nobody knows your calling but you. Perhaps only your future self knows the answer to that question, and that's okay. I can tell you that you must learn to be patient in the development of your career and your life. But remember, don't count the days, make the days count. And when you find your calling, you'll be living a full and fulfilled life and leading others to their own inner replenishing reservoir of purpose. And once you've really begun living the life you were meant to, use the abundance of your life to enrich the lives of others, inspiring others. That's the sign of a life well lived and a life aligned with its calling. You see, our calling is grounded in our humanity. It calls on us to exert our influence to inspire the best in others. So as you take the necessary steps to build your life, your fame, and yes, your fortune, please make sure, always, to step up and step in. Find a way to serve others. Find your calling. Lesson number 2. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. This one I learned from my mother. I think we all know it. It's an old Spanish adage. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. ¿Que no? Es cierto, ¿no? And I want to give a shout out to two members of my team who traveled with me from Washington, D.C. First, Devere Kutcher, Senior Vice President of our foundation. Devere, please stand. Critical member of my team. And second, one of your own from here from Florida, Mr. Kevin Hernandez, the Director of our Policy Department. Please stand, Kevin. Now, these are two of my friends, and especially Kevin said to make sure to let you know two things. For the fellas, I'm just delivering the message, by the way. For the fellas, he's a Panther. He went to some little school down the road called FIU, I believe. Perhaps you've heard of it. And he claims that Panthers can eat sharks, pero yo no sé. I mean, I'm just delivering the message again. And for the girls in the audience, he said to make sure to let you know that he is single. So I'm gonna put that out there, and I'm gonna let you guys deal with that, let it marinate for a while. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. What exactly does that mean? I think it means your friends don't define you, they reveal you. Our friends are a window through which we see more deeply into ourselves. They are a silent affirmation of that which is best in us. Friends are the family that you choose. They push your buttons, and they also push you to be a better self. They test your loyalty and offer you theirs. But how does one find these friends? I think you have to start with yourself. You must be your own before you can be another's. That's what Emerson once said. And the only way to have a friend is to be one. You must be that which you seek. In your life and career, I promise you this, there will be many twists and turns and changes, leading you in directions that you can't even imagine, even when you try to plan it all. But your friends, if you choose them wisely and treat them well, will be there no matter where life takes you. A good friend emboldens us to dig deeper, set our sights higher, and lead lives bigger than ourselves. Our friends are a reflection of who we are. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. Which brings me to lesson number 3. Lesson number 3, never measure wealth in dollars. I know a lot of people who try to define meaning in money, who try to define who they are by what they have. Instead, I challenge you to measure wealth as having a purpose. Measure wealth in the number of lives you've touched and the number of lives that have touched you. That is real wealth. Wealth is in the strength of your heart, a heart made richer and stronger by the number of memories, smiles, and tears that it has lived through. And perhaps the greatest wealth in your life will be your family, or a life partner who celebrates with you during good times and lifts you up during the bad. Absolutely, learn to be financially responsible, learn to earn, to save, and to invest, but never let a benefits package rule your career decisions. And on your journey, surround yourself with people who dream with you and who dream of you and who laugh with you but never at you, who cry for you and cry with you, and who every now and then bring a tear to your eye. People who help you realize that the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose, and who never, ever let you forget that we should never measure wealth in dollars. So to summarize, find your true self. Surround yourself with those who wish to see you succeed. And when you are successful, never measure that wealth in dollars. And just like me, I know that when your future has looked uncertain, when the odds were against you and your prospects looked bleak, you didn't give up. Everyone in this room has refused to be broken. For your courage and determination to succeed, you deserve the biggest round of applause tonight. One day, one day very soon, we're going to marvel at the remarkable contributions that you've made to this country, to the communities you've served, the careers you've built, and the countless lives that you have touched. In fact, we're already amazed by what you've accomplished. Many of you in this room will go on to do great things. So I encourage you to find your dream and to fight for it. You are capable of so much more than what you think, so push yourself. And in closing, please remember that we believe in you, your faculty, your friends, and your family. So never stop believing in yourself. Now, I want to issue a warning. I think everybody should get out of the water because I see a whole bunch of sharks out there. I see a lot of fins. And I want you to stop for just a moment and look to your right. Your other right. There you go, shark. You got it. Now look to your left. Look around. Look behind you. Look up. And take it in. And remember this day, this fine hour. Remember this very moment. Because one day, very soon, this moment will have been a long time ago. You are all destined to surpass our accomplishments. I know every one of you will make us very proud. Quite frankly, you already have. So thank you again, class of 2016, and congratulations, Miami-Dade. God bless.
Mr. Palomares, you have enriched our commencement. We thank you for sharing those life lessons. We thank you for asking us to pause, to look around, and to just imprint this day so that we will always have it in our memory. We would like you to join me. I would like you to join me at the podium for a special presentation. It's a secret. President Padron, would you join me? Javier doesn't know, but we're making him a shark, and sharks eat panthers. Sorry, Kevin. President Padron, Mr. Palomares is an exemplary American who has made outstanding contributions to the betterment of our society. As president and CEO of the largest Hispanic business association, he has given voice to minority businesses, expanded opportunities for emerging entrepreneurs, and supported students entering into the workforce, and contributed countless hours to community service. These professional and personal accomplishments have added an important chapter to the American dream story, where hard work and education leads to success. Today, Miami-Dade College is extremely proud to bestow on him a Bachelor's of Science in Education honoris causa.
This is a moment of very special pride for me to be able to do this. And let me say that by the authority vested in the Board of Trustees and by then in me, I do confer upon you, Javier Palomares, the honoris causa baccalaureate in education with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto among scholars everywhere. Congratulations.
Mr. Palomares, it's not over. There's no free degrees, right? Come on up. Come on up. On behalf of the graduates of the Kendall campus, I am pleased to present you with a token of our appreciation in recognition of your outstanding contributions to our ceremony. Please accept this gift with our heartfelt thanks.
Thank you so much.
If you couldn't see, it's a glass globe, so we just gave him the world. Not a bad gift, right? So at this time, it's my pleasure to tell you that each year we are able to give out a Board of Trustees scholarship. This scholarship recognizes academic excellence in one of our graduates by awarding a $5,000 scholarship to be applied towards upper division coursework at an institution of higher education. The recipient doesn't know, and I'm not even going to tell you him or her, because that would give it away. They don't know they're getting the award. I feel like it's sort of like the Oscars. This year's scholarship goes to an American Dream Scholar and a Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society member who has given back to the community tirelessly, including volunteering to do taxes, that's no fun job, at the Miami-Dade College Income Tax Assistance Program. Today, this student is graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. I'll give you a clue. She plans to continue her education to become an accountant. Have you guessed yet? Have you guessed? Her faculty wrote, "I never had to push her to work harder. She consistently challenged herself." This student was recently recognized as the 2016 Outstanding Student in Accounting. Guess it yet? Guess it yet? It is her dream to establish a nonprofit organization aimed at empowering poverty-stricken women and children through education and economic development. Madam Chair, I am proud to recommend to you Ms. Hilda Lorenzo. Hilda, come on up. Madam Chair, board members, and President Padron, would you please join me as we present the 2016 Board of Trustees Scholarship to Ms. Hilda Lorenzo. And we know as a future accountant, she'll probably double that investment of $5,000. Now, in keeping with our tradition, I am proud to introduce the MDC Rhythm and Blues Ensemble, directed by Professor Tim Brent. They have prepared a musical selection, The World's Greatest, as a gift to their fellow students graduating today.
I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind in the country. I am a river down in the valley, oh, I am a vision, and I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look 'em in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm the mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the wall. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. I am a giant, I am an eagle, oh, I am a lion down in the jungle. I am a marching band, I am the people, oh, I am a helping hand, and he is the hero. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look him in the face and say, I'm the star up in the sky, I'm the mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the ropes. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. In the ring of life, I'll reign love. I will reign. The world will notice a king. Oh, when it's dark, I will shine a light. Shine a light. And the mirror of success reflect in me. I'm not so up in the sky, I'm not mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, yeah, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the ropes. I can feel it, yeah, I'm the world's greatest. I'm the star up in the sky, I'm the mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the wall. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. We're the star up in the sky, we're the mountains peak up high. Hey, we made it, we're the world's greatest. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Thank you for that performance. I'm sure many of you noticed that a number of our ensemble members, in fact 5, are graduates today, so they will also be leaving us. So this might be the last time they get to perform together, so let's give them one more hand. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Are you ready? I couldn't hear you. Are you ready? That sounds like sharks. President Padron, would you please approach the podium? Would the candidates for the Bachelors of Science, Bachelors of Applied Science, Associates in Arts, Associates in Science, and Certificates please rise? President Padron, these candidates have completed or are expected to complete, so you have to go to class. By the end of the summer term, their requirements for the Bachelors of Science, the Bachelors of Applied Science, Associates in Arts, Associates in Science, or Certificate, I thereby recommend them to you.
First, to the faculty, my deep respect and admiration. To the family members of the graduates, my deep appreciation for the support you have provided your children, your students. And to you, graduates, I have a very simple question. Are you ready to get your degree? So then let me say that by the authority vested in the Board of Trustees, and by then in me, I do confer upon you the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Applied Science, the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, and the certificates, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto among scholars everywhere. Now listen carefully. You can now move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying, signifying that you have graduated. So let me say, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the 2016 graduating class of the Kendall campus of Miami-Dade College. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You may now be seated. You heard that right, graduates. In just a moment, we will be calling you to join us on stage to receive your degree so that we may personally congratulate you.
The names of the graduates will be announced by Professors Lyle Colbert, Stephen Johnson, Kristen Rosen Gonzalez, and Leo Waltz. President Padron, Dr. Moore Garcia, Chair Aguirre Ferre, along with Deans Pascal Charlot, alias Giovinazzo, and Stephen Joyner, will be in the receiving line to congratulate our graduates. However, please note that our college president, the members of our Board of Trustees, and several members of our platform party attend each of the commencement ceremonies that are being held today. As a result, it may be necessary for them to depart before the conclusion of the ceremony. Graduates, when directed, please stand and join us on stage when your name is called.